on this matter here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure if you've been watching us for the past few hours since we've been having this conversation, you're probably wondering why I being rather careful about this. I'm being careful about this for a specific reason, is that I'd rather have people who understand the system better, understand the problems and lacunae better, speaking about it, than conducting a media trial, because everything that we do is going to now set a precedent. Okay, that includes the responsibility with which we address and report this. So I'm trying to look back and fact check the best that is possible in what is indeed a live telecast. And the facts are that there is still very public, limited information available. There is no official statement from any of the concerned authorities that we can tell you one way or the other what has officially happened. But I can also tell you that recourse is available, that if the information or the news of such matters was not having any basis in reality, that it is possible to legally quash the publication of what would be then libelous information. It is possible. The courts have that authority. The persons in question can request the court for that as well. So it is possible. That of course has also not happened. So while we don't want to speculate, it would be probably best if someone now tells us what has transpired at the earliest possible, because the longer than this continues, most of us can be responsible about what is happening, but there might be some irresponsible reportage that happens would be unfortunate, won't help anyone certainly. Let me get in Mr. Jotwani and Mr. Dikshit. Dinesh ji, let me come to you now. We are absorbing things as they are happening, and there are all unhappy things. Who then becomes, who can be ordered to or empowered by, because officers of the court are not an investigating agency. They will need an investigating agency. Which generally, what would that agency be, and what is, I won't say a novel case, but a rare case?
See, in this case, multiple authorities can actually investigate. We can have enforcement directorate, because these are presumed to be proceeds of crime that were recovered. There can be Delhi police taking an action here. There could be CBI taking an action, because it looks like a crime that may not be confined only to Delhi or India. Money could have come from anywhere. So appropriate investigation agency, any of this can be empowered to investigate into the fact that how such a big amount of cash was recovered from the judge's home, his house, and that too there has been no statement so far, no clarification either from the judge himself or from any authority, any government authority that has come. There has been, of course, he has been transferred, as you know, but I just got the news that even Allahabad High Court Bar Association says that he will not be accepted as a judge. Nobody will appear. So perhaps from investigation perspective, I would suggest, and it has happened before also in the history, where the work from that particular judge is taken away, or in a kind he is suspended, he or she is suspended till it is clarified where the money came from. One of the cardinal principles of law is that nobody should be assumed to be guilty till it is proven. So perhaps in this case, a lot of money has been recovered. We have to hear the judges.
Okay, now we don't know this, sir, and I just want to be cautious here. Now we don't know whether money has been recovered or simply seen. The initial report indicates that the money was seen, but it was not recovered. Now we don't know if somebody has subsequently gone back, tabulated the money, and then seized the money. We don't know this. But in terms of propriety of procedure, Mr. Jotwani, because I know you can't speculate as like I can't, we'll have to know this eventually. What is the propriety of procedure here? Would it be best to let the officers of the court under the CGI set the timeline of what should happen when?
Yes, they should set the timeline, but I'm telling you there should not be a complete judicial inquiry or the lawyer's inquiry. What I'm saying, there has to be an investigating agency, because they have the resources to actually investigate. lot of these money that comes from, the investigation agencies like ED, like CBI, they have the tools to investigate it. How come that much cash was brought here? What are the numbers? So the judicial inquiry itself, or a judicial transfer itself, whatever has
Okay,
been done so
Mr.
far.
Jotwani, it won't be too much to say that it was a Pandora's box that nobody really wanted to have opened. But if indeed it has now been opened, how much of a mess are we really in? I mean, because there are issues regarding appointment of judges, uh, regarding what action can be taken judges. There are very good reasons why the Judges Protection Act exists, to insulate the judges from political pressure or otherwise. But a Pandora's box get opened by cases like this. It becomes a multi-front issue, which sometimes goes away from the case in point. Are you a bit, considering that such a thing might indeed have happened? We have opened a Pandora's box here.
Yes, I agree to that to a lot of extent. The faith in the judicial system, in the legal system of the country, is shaken today, completely shaken with this news coming in that there has been so much amount of money that is there. The other cardinal principle that we have is that justice should not only be done, but it should have seemed to have been done. Unfortunately, the events that are following it, we are not seeing the light of the justice or the action that should have been done immediately after. I'm told this is last week's incident during Holi that's happened. So why wasn't it reported earlier? It should have been reported immediately. Why only the transfer? Why it has gone to Chief Justice, Supreme Court Chief Justice, and why not Delhi High Court Chief Justice took an action immediately thereafter? The Honorable Judge was also in the bench. He was hearing even after the money was recovered. So all these things actually
Okay.
take our faith in the justice system.
Okay. Now, so
I,
we don't know